So in yesterday's session, we discussed like what is payroll process and what all steps we have, in which we discussed a run pay calculation. I mean, how to run the pay calculation, what is smart calculation, what is event driven calculation, status, and on hold, etc. Along with that, what are all parameters we have to enter, something like parent group, pay group details, also scheduling the pay calc. These are the topics we covered. So before proceeding to the new topic, any questions on our yesterday's topic can help, or any examples? Okay, let's proceed then for the remaining steps. The next task is run pay accounting. So let me initiate, since we have canceled the pay calculation yesterday, let me reinitiate and then we'll follow as per the process. So I'm going to access the task run pay calculation. So pay period, semi-monthly 1/1/2019. Pay group is corporate. Right. And smart calculation, around 54 employees we have. Currently the status is not started because we have canceled the payroll. Now let's initiate. Okay. Refresh until the status successfully shows completed. Refresh. 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 Perfect. Now the status has been successfully completed. Now we'll check whether any employees have any errors or successfully done. The total number of employees 54, and all 54 employees has been successfully processed. No employees has pending completion, nor request recalculation, nor error, or not even on hold. Once the step has been initiated, we will validate the pay results. So you can select here, it will list out all the 54 employees. So you can, validation says a simple validation we can perform. So to ensure gross and net amounts are available for this worker or not. Just a simple check. We do have a report actually. Looks like all these employee have both gross and net amount, but one employee have as audit alert. So whenever you see this flag, is this employee pay, I mean, what is that? Payment direction has been changed, check or bank account has been changed. Okay, looks all good so far. Proceed with the next step, which is run pay accounting. After completing the run pay calculation, this has to be taken care by the payroll team. Payroll admin is responsible, or partners responsible. Once they initiate the run pay calculation, the next step is run pay accounting. This step has to be taken care by the finance people. However, it might be a mutual agreement between the payroll team and finance team. The finance team may ask, hey, payroll team, please proceed to run the payroll. The accounting also, if you have any issues or any errors, we will look into that. It's a mutual understanding. Or Workday recommendation is payroll accounting must go through the finance team. Payroll admins are not responsible to run this payroll accounting. Okay. So once this step has been successfully completed, the next step we are going to initiate run pay accounting. So what happens in run pay accounting? In SAP, we have symbolic account, GL accounts. Similar to that, here also we have GL accounts, and that has to be configured and mapped by the finance team. So once you initiate this run pay accounting, automatically system will create general ledger. Okay, automatic system will create general ledger. Okay, it's like this earning is going to be paid from which cost centers. Okay, so it will be mapped. So let's see this task. But before you're going to initiate run pay accounting, make sure run pay calculation must be successfully completed. So access the task, run pay accounting. So in the run pay accounting, we have two check boxes: prior period, next period. So if you want system to select by default next pay period, you can select this. Or if you are calculating the run pay accounting for prior period, you can select this option. But first we have to select the pay period, then only this two will be effective. Okay. So let me unselect it at this moment. So for which pay period we are going to run the payroll accounting? So 1/1/2019 semi-monthly. And the next step, we need to set the pay group. Professional, corporate professional. And then is it off cycle or on cycle? So we have to select on cycle is a regular pay. So as I said, this it's a new feature. I'm still exploring on this. I'll get back to you. Might be in 1 or 2 sessions, hopefully by Thursday. So there is no reason batch ID. The reason is we are running manually. We are not running through schedule process. Similar to the run pay calculation, we have a scheduling. Run pay accounting also we have schedule. Okay. Now here you can tally total 54 employees has been processed by the run pay accounting. Sorry, a run pay calculation. The same numbers here also we have a tally, and finance side also they don't have any errors. So the parameters are pay period, pay group or parent group, and on cycle or off cycle. But if you notice here, we don't have any control on smart calculations or events, because payroll accounting when you initiating means once the payroll run pay calculation step is successfully completed, then only we will initiate this step. Okay. And the event driven and smart calculation based on the workers, these are for testing purpose. That's why we have the task only on simulation stage. Okay, then initiate. Okay, now automatically for all our earnings, the general ledger accounts will be generated. I will show how it will generate. It's complete in financial terminology. So please refresh until the payroll process is successfully complete. Okay. Now, all 54 employees, the payroll process is actually completed. So the status is completed. None of the employee has been in error. So navigate to the process information. Scroll down. Here, the financial. What happens when we initiate the run pay accounting? It's going to check the work tax, means reference IDs in functional terminology. So it will create some accruals, forward accruals, comparison, deletion, creating general ledgers or journals, etc. Okay, completely financial one. So once this step also been successfully completed, the next step is run pay complete, the most important one. If you are proceeding with run pay complete, the point we need to remember, which means you are closing the pay period, which means for this pay period, we are closing the payroll. For semi-monthly, professional, corporate, regular pay group, we are closing the payroll for this pay cycle. So proceed with the step. Access the task, run pay complete. Run pay complete. Here, enter the pay period which you are trying to complete the payroll. Semi-monthly, pay group. On cycle. Now, here it's a review tab for us. So for this period start date and pay period end date, payroll payment date, whatever the data we have given in the period schedules, the similar information you can see here. And we are selecting OK, confirm, proceed to complete the payroll. Okay. Select OK, which means we are closing the pay period here. So please refresh until the payroll has been successfully complete. Successfully completed for all 54 employees. Okay, now payroll has been completed and it has been moved to the next pay period. Where I can see that information? So go to the pay group. Here we can track. Next pay period to be processed 1/16/2019. The pay period is successfully completed just now. 1/1/2. The last pay period is completed 1/1/2019. Okay, and now this pay period needs to be, going to be processed in the next pay cycle. Okay, now let's talk about challenges as well. Though we have successfully completed the payroll, there might be some mistakes or sometimes what happen, and errors. Okay, some errors if you run into errors, but still you have proceed. But one point I want to highlight here is the difference between SAP payroll and Workday payroll. When you're running the payroll for 100 employees, in SAP out of 100 employees, 10 employee has errors. SAP system doesn't allow you to complete the payroll. At least when I'm learning at the time I noticed. It doesn't allow you to complete the payroll until you resolve the errors. In Workday, that is not the concept. If you're running the payroll for 100 employees, 10 employees are running into errors, Workday doesn't stop you. You can still proceed to complete the payroll. For 10 employees, you can do adjustments later. Okay, the flexibility we have. Okay, so let's say we have completed successfully payroll. By any chance, assume by mistakenly we initiated. Or errors are there, other payroll admin, without noticing that they marked the payroll has been successfully completed. Now, how to handle the situation? How to bring the pay results back? So we have a task called cancel pay complete, which means entire process. We are here. We complete these 3 tasks, right? Step by step, we complete this task, 3 tasks. Now, once you initiate this task, cancel pay complete, now which means you are reverting the payroll process back to the 0. Okay, you are reverting the payroll process to 0. Again, we have to reinitiate from here. Okay, let's see. SAP, we have a challenge that SAP doesn't allow you, correct? Either you have to remove the employee from the payroll area and process, or resolve the errors and proceed for payroll process. But yes, here, this is different. This is a different case. So Workday doesn't stop you to complete the payroll, though if the employee has some errors. We can still complete the payroll if the employee has errors as well. Okay, of course, not the best practice, definitely not the best practice. It's a kind of a flexibility. You take the call whether you want to complete the payroll or you want to resolve the errors and then proceed. Okay.
Because in our table, we can come to know what are the cancelled employees or errors for whom it is having.
Yeah, okay. Correct.
Okay.
And then let's take the scenario. Assume we complete the payroll process, but out of 54 employees or 20 employees has errors. One of the team is working on errors and priority without observing another team has been marked the payroll as complete. Let's say human mistake, human error. Okay, it's a human error. It will happen, right? For example, we both are in one team and you are my payroll manager. And I told you we have errors. So I'm working on errors by today. So let me complete the payroll process. I believe he already completed. You initiate the pay complete. Now what we have to do? We have to bring the changes back. We have to bring the payroll process back, the results back. For that, we have a task called cancel pay complete. Let's see how this task works. So access the task, cancel pay complete. Pay complete. Select the pay period for which pay period you would like to cancel. Remember, you can see only the pay periods are successfully completed. And then pay group, for which pay group you would like to cancel the payroll end to end. But before that, I request you go through this text, ma'am, once.
What I understood is for off-cycle payroll or whatever the special runs we are doing, for that we can't able to do this cancel pay complete.
Correct. Because those are part of adjustments. That's true. You can.
And we should not do any posting. It should not post to FI as well. Like
right. So what happens? I will explain. Now we have 3 steps, ma'am. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Let's say I am the financial guy. You are the payroll consultant, payroll admin. Your job is done. You run the payroll and you inform me. 1 second. You told. Okay. Yeah. You initiate the task and you inform me, hey, my job is done. I initiate the payroll for particular pay frequency. Next step is my task. Once I complete this task, then you will proceed to run pay complete. Now, what happened is I have not taken any action on this step. I have not generated any postings. Okay. You have waited and you assumed, just again, I'm saying, mistakes. Sometimes mistakes or errors will happen, right? You assume Kiran has completed, let me complete the payroll. You initiate this task. I have not completed this task, how the postings will complete. Now we have to bring the changes back. Right, ma'am? In that case,
will it allow whatever the successful employees, or we should complete all the employees? Then only it will allow.
no, good point. It will allow only the employees who don't have any errors. Errored employees, Workday doesn't allow you to process postings.
Okay, because in Workday it won't stop us if we have the employees who is having errors. So first I have completed the employees, those who are not having the errors, and I have completed the FI. So in that case, the employees who are having the errors also, can I do the posting after that, or posting will be done at a time?
No, you can do posting separately as well. I'm sorry. One correction. So you're saying we have 100 employees. Out of 100 employees, 10 employees has been run into errors. Now we cannot hold the payroll. We have to proceed with the 90 employees. Because of 10 employees, we can't ask the remaining 90 employees. So I posted my accountings and then payroll has also completed. So can I post separately for this 10 employees? Right, ma'am?
Yes.
Good one. So to be honest, financial side I have very limited knowledge, but we run into these issues during support projects. So what happens here is the accounting team manually adjusts for these remaining 10 employees. We cannot reopen the payroll accounting once we closed. It cannot be done.
Okay.
Okay. Manually they have to adjust. How they will adjust financial side? Apologies, I have very limited knowledge on that area. If the same issue happened with our regular functional payroll, how to do manual adjustments, corrections, reversals, I'm going to explain. But financial side, not sure, ma'am. But let me explore and if I find, definitely I will come back to you with an answer.
And for this process, do we need to, because in SAP we will do the status, right? We will, after completing all the employees payroll run, we will select exit payroll. So here also, do we have any such type of?
Yes. System automatically it will mark it as completed. There will set exit, which means before exiting we'll double check and we'll select exit. The payroll is closed. Here also same process. Okay, you have to select okay to proceed. Automatically the pay period will be moved to the next pay period. There is no concept called exit. but system will consider the payroll has been successfully completed after run the last step, run pay complete. Okay, any other questions?